A very warm welcome to StudyIQ, my dear friends. I hope you all are doing good. This is Prashant Mavani, and let's see what we have got in the screen. Identify the person that you can see on your screen, and the first one to provide the right answer, I will make sure that I personally congratulate him or her. I would be eagerly waiting for your answer. This is a very fun exercise, isn't it? What do you think about this one? Do let me know as well. Right, and if you can add some value to this picture, if you know the name of this person, and if you know why they are in news, or why, when was the last time, or any important thing, then of course you should add with your comment, with your answer. Right, dear friends, let me tell you about the pen drive and tablet courses. Different exams like SSC, Bank, UPSC and other government exams, StudyIQ provides you with pen drive and tablet courses. Now there is a 33% Diwali sale going on at present, so this is amazing, isn't it? And the only sad thing is that you have only few days to go. So if you haven't got this pen drive and tablet courses, I would recommend all of you to make the most out of this 33% flat discount, and you can't go wrong with this thing at all, because it is designed by the best faculties of our country. If you have any further queries, all you have to do is give us a call on this number, or check out studyiq.com website, over which you will find chat support as well. Right, dear friends, so first item is pertaining to governors. Now there was a meeting, it was the 48th conference of governors and lieutenant governors. Now let me tell you a small difference between these two things, that governors, you find them in the states. With the lieutenant governors, there are few union territories, or it could be all union territories, it could be few, I don't know. The reason I don't know is because I have a question for you guys. I know the answer, of course, but if I tell you the information, then you guys will get the answer. So I will leave it on you guys to find out whether it is all the states in which you have lieutenant, all the union territories, UTs, where you have lieutenant governors, or if there are only a couple of UTs where you have lieutenant governors. Anyways, this particular topic is important, right? This governors topic is important, and the reason why it is important is because you can find a question in your mains examination. But before moving to this mains area, let's see what this thing was all about. See, this conference of governors has a tradition almost as old as independence, because as you can see, it all started in 1949, and the first conference was presided over by the Governor General of India. Remember, Governor General of India, Sri C. Rajgopalachari. Now in terms of your general knowledge, this should be crystal clear that Governor Rajgopalachari was Governor General. Sri C. Rajgopalachari was GG, or Governor General of India, and all the important milestones that we find, or the important events that we find in our freedom struggle, regarding that you should have a sort of basic idea, or I must say that you should remember the name of important Governor Generals. You don't have to remember the whole chronology starting from the first Viceroy or the first Governor General. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is remember the important people. That's it, right? So this was you can see starting from 49. This was 48th such conference. Now we were talking about the mains examination, why it is important for your mains examination. See, if you go back, if I'm sure those of you who are aware about current affairs of, if you are following current affairs from last few years, then you will find that there has been many incidents, and there has been many occasions on which we find that governor's role was in question. There were some debates as well in which it was said that we don't need governor, right? We don't need governor at all. We have CMs, we have chief ministers, then why we need governor? This sort of debates were raised many a times, and governor, whether we need a governor or not, it all depends on our basic understanding about the office of governor, isn't it? And today we are going to develop that thing. Now today we have positive points. You can have either positive points, and you could be asked about the importance. You have to argue, you have to present your views regarding the importance of governor's role, And you could be asked as well about the negative role as well, that governor is not required at all. So today our main focus is going to be the positive side. If in future if we find anything that is negative, then of course we will take that on board as well. So you have both the things, and you can play around with the type of you can play around with your answer depending on the type of question. So let's move ahead and let's see what we have got. And the best source that we can have is from the people who are considered as eminent personalities, or you can say that the most important people of our country, that is President, Vice President, Prime Minister, Home Minister, right? These are the 4 sources through which we are going to take some bits and pieces. We are going to collect some points that will help us. So President Shri Ramnath Kovind ji has expressed satisfaction at the exchange of ideas. This is about conference he's talking about, and it's an exchange of ideas of issues of national importance. Now, what are the issues that we are facing at present? Let's take a couple of examples. You can say that the violence against women is an area. Then you can also say that we are not able to create that many jobs. So states, when they meet with each other, when the governors, when they meet with each other in during this sort of conference, then they share the achievements they have made. If there is any particular state that has done something out of the box, or you can say that if they have achieved something exceptional, then these are the things as well that are discussed in this sort of meetings. So in this way, everyone can share and learn from each other. Now, talking about the positive sides of a governor can give directions to the younger generation. Because how they can give younger generation direction, let me tell you that I'm sure you know that universities, right, they are run by vice chancellors, right? VC, we call them VC, vice chancellors. So these vice chancellors are appointed by governor, right? And the governor is a chancellor of a state. So governor is the main chancellor, and he is appointing VC. So in this way, he is having a sort of indirect control over the universities, and based on his understanding, based on his motivation, how he wants to take the universities and educational institution, in which direction he wants to take them, it can be a governor can play a very pivotal role in this area. And by shaping the future of the country, by ensuring that quality education is catered in at all these universities, then by doing this, he or she can change the future of our country. So this is a sort of very good point for you, right? It can give direction to the younger generation, and they can develop universities as, say, for example, centers for innovation. Then you have the third item, or third point is about, we know that in many states we have a couple of districts that are where you find the population of tribal people, isn't it? So for the development and educational development and other facilities in this particular tribal area, governor can play a very important role. So this is your third point here. Talking about the other things regarding this thing is that if governors share information with each other about the strength and weaknesses of their state, of their particular state, if they are sharing, if they create an environment of sharing with each other, then what happens is the problems can be sorted out, and by doing this, they will immensely help the chief ministers as well. And the other thing is that if there is any issues, or if there is any issue going on between two states, or if there are any issues going on between two or more than two states, then governors can interact with each other, and they can try their level best to sort it out. Apart from that, let me give you one example what President has said. President said that India will emerge as a developed nation only when every state develops. That's right as well, but how? Let's say, for example, there is a family of 4. Now in this family of 4, one is an IAS, the other person is unemployed, you can say, the third person is studying at present, and the fourth one is not doing anything at all, right? Is not looking for a job as well. So we can say that this family is of an IA. You cannot say that all the members of this particular family are sort of a level of IAS. In the same way, if some of the states are lagging behind, then we cannot say that our country is developed, isn't it? So in this way, governors can play a very important role in development of their particular state, and vice president has said that they can work as a catalyst and facilitator. So they can work as a facilitator in the sense that if something is coming from central government, then these governors can ensure that it is as smooth as possible. Then he also, vice president, said that the ultimate aim is for vice president or for any public figure is to ensure that, when I say public figure, I mean to say those who are associated with governor or government, not governor, government. The main aim is to serve common citizen, and Prime Minister has also said that there is no shortage of ideas, resources and capabilities. All we need is willpower, and once we have this willpower, we can sort out all the problems that we have, and in this term governors can facilitate better effectiveness of government initiatives. And Rajnath Singh has used the term bridge. He said that governors can act as a bridge between center and state. Apart from that, the basic details we have talked about it a couple of days ago, so I'm not going into how governors are appointed and how they can be removed and things like that. There is no point of me repeating the same items after a couple of days, isn't it? So for new listeners, I would request all of you to please go back to some of the PIB videos, and you will find the basic things regarding governors. Right, moving on to another item. It is about Ministry of External Affairs, and it is talking about India-USA relationship. It has said that the relationship between these two countries are comprehensive. That means that it is not only pertaining to one particular issue. It is not only about H-1B visa. It is not only about trade. It includes many different dimensions, right? And there are many countries, they are saying, there are many people or countries, they are saying that it is all about Pakistan. India and USA are coming together to sort out Pakistan. Then India has clearly stated, like, no, that is not right at all. Pakistan, of course, is one branch, but that does not mean that it is the root of the relationship between these two countries. And there is going to be a unique meeting between both the nation. It is known as 2+2 strategic and security dialogue, and we will, from our side, it would be Defense Minister and MEA, these two ladies, capable ladies of our country, they are going to meet with their counterpart. Moving on to World Bank, and World Bank has said there is a meeting going on between World Bank and International Monetary Fund, and during this meeting World Bank has said that the issue or the temporary slowdown that we see, or the slowdown that we are seeing in India is going to be, or it is going to be, a sort of temporary in nature, because it has said that the reforms, the changes that are made by Prime Minister Narendra Modi are going to show or produce result in mid and long term. So there is nothing to worry about as per World Bank. And when this sort of statements are coming from World Bank or IMF, then of course it will boost investors' confidence in Indian economy, because you know that when economy is down at that point of time, businesses, they do not take any risk. So if someone is having money, then this is the right time, because the prices are going to be low, isn't it, of everything, so they can invest. And once things start kicking up, or you can say rising up, then at that point of time they will enjoy the benefit. Right, Communication Ministry has launched a Sampurna Bima Gram. This is a sort of postal insurance, postal life insurance thing, and it will cover all the villages under Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana. So this is a good thing, and the minister has said that earlier this postal life insurance used to be beneficial only for the people who used to work for government and for government employees and semi-government employees, but now it will cover all other professions as well. So this is going to include many people in it, many different professions within it, and there is a sort of military exercise that is going to take place, or it has in fact started between India and Sri Lanka. You know that this sort of questions are based on general knowledge, and you may find a sort of A and B sort of match the following sort of question. Here you could be given the name of the countries, and here you could be given the name of the exercises, isn't it? Then you have to match the following. So keep this thing in mind. This Mitra Shakti is between India and Sri Lanka, right? It is pertaining to infantry, and the main area is counter-terrorist operation. And the last item is that the Supreme Court has refused to relax the firecracker ban in Delhi National Capital Region. It has said that already there are many people who have purchased these firecrackers before this ban came in. So it is of course not going to be a sort of cracker free Diwali. We are going to inhale some sort of smoke, but now we cannot allow any sort of sale at all. With this, dear friends, I have two questions here. Please help yourself with it. And let me tell you that 33% pre-Diwali sale is going to end soon, so make the most out of this discount, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have subscribed, then do turn the notification bell on. Please share this lecture with others as well. Give us your like if you have learned something. I will wait for your answers, your valuable comment. And with this, dear friends, enjoy your studies. This is Prashant Mauni signing off. Jai Hind.